Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer Sikora. I am a longtime B2B tech marketer, and I've been recently talking with many AI companies as part of my work with a 24 and up startup studio. And one of those companies is Wayfound, and today I am talking with their CEO and co-founder, Tatyana Mamut. Hi, Tatyana.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. The topic we're tackling today is agent supervision and why you would need it if you have an LLM chatbot. So, give us your kind of quick take on first, what does an agent supervision solution even do? Why should somebody care or look at it?
Yeah, so AI agent supervision is a new category that's really having its moment, and this is because as companies try to pilot LLM-based chatbots, what they notice is sometimes they work great, and every once in a while they don't. And when they don't, they can go dramatically off the rails. You can see this in the very public court cases that are happening against the best AI engineers in the world at Google and OpenAI, right? They have built guardrails into their chatbots. They have trained their chatbots. They have built their LLM-based chatbots really, really well.
Yeah.
And they still go off the rails a small percentage of the time. So you need an independent supervisor reading everything that they're doing, every single log, every single transcript, in order to ensure that they're not going off the rails and to fix it immediately if they are.
That's great. And I have personally had direct experience with this with some of the AI companies that I've been advising and have seen that firsthand. So that's a great example. I have to imagine that it's not always just about risk. There's also opportunities to be had. And so where would you say, like, where can, in addition to some of the risks you've already pointed out, what other things and forms of discovery can an agent supervision solution offer to companies?
So one of the interesting things about LLM chatbots is that anyone can ask anything. And so you can actually discover what are your customers asking about before you can field a survey. Like old school market research used to like take months to like write a survey and field a survey and get the analysis on the survey. But now you can just listen to your customers based on the questions they're asking about and then surface those through because the supervisor is reading. Remember, the supervisor is reading everything that the agent is being asked about. And then it can ladder up opportunities to say, hey, your customers are asking about this new topic. So, for example, our own AI agent on our website last year, when the Chinese model providers came out, DeepSeek in particular, we didn't have any, knowledge that we had pre-written for our AI agent about Chinese models. But all of a sudden, I looked in the Wayfound platform, and the Wayfound supervisor told me, "Hey, there's a new set of questions being asked. Like, does Wayfound work with Chinese models? Does Wayfound run on Chinese models? Do you use any open source models from China?" Like, they like it bubbled up a new question that we had never thought about. So, for finding new opportunities, what are your customers wanting? What are they asking about? How is their customer experience evolving? Right? When you have and this is also for employee experience as well, by the way, if you have employee facing chatbots, because they can ask anything, having a supervisor being able to synthesize what are all those discussions surfacing and then proactively bring that to you is just an absolute game changer for product
Yeah.
development.
Definitely. We use Wayfound at one of the companies, and it is helping us understand what we should build in the product in the future. It's helping us understand onboarding and getting customers to that aha and that delight moment faster. So, those are some other examples that are off the top of my head.
Absolutely. Right. You really don't it gives you a whole new level of understanding of what is actually happening in the product experience. And it lets you have more if you have a software product with an LLM based agent, now you can actually turn it into a concierge service. And I think we've been hearing this for a while. But then when that happens, you need something kind of watching. What are all of these very customized, personalized experiences mean for the company. Otherwise, you've just got a cacophony of different experiences happening, and nobody's like synthesizing those, knitting those together, and then bringing them back to the human decision makers to say, oh, and then this is what it means for our product strategy going forward. So that's the other advantage of having an AI supervisor reading everything and then synthesizing, laddering it up, and bringing suggestions to the management team.
It's terrific, and I could vouch for it. I've been a beneficiary of it myself. So why, why would you argue that, maybe argue is not the right word, but why would you advocate for a third-party agent supervision solution for an LLM chatbot? Why could somebody not just put their own observability tool or something in there? Make the case, Tatyana.
Well, so, it actually, within Wayfound, we have a custom built supervisory platform. There are, over, 20 different backend services and processes working together. It has its own memory layer. It has its own learning layer. It has a way of capturing feedback and company principles, policies, the company culture to really understand how AI agents should be working. So it goes well beyond kind of a single turn LLM as a judge platform that I think most developers are very familiar with that and would probably build a supervisor or a verifier agent as an LLM as a judge, like just a set of calls. But there's a whole set of infrastructure to make that supervisor really work within the context of your business and to ensure that those agents are improving to create competitive advantage for your business and highlight that competitive advantage and not just have your, LLM chatbot just sound like every other LLM chatbot, right? That is not something that you want. You want it to be customized to your company and helping to evolve your specific product experience.
Wonderful. I think that sounds like, we've arrived now at the point where more and more agents are in production. This is going to become more of a surging need for companies, and it's great that there are solutions out there like Wayfound that they can take a serious look at.